Hello, viewers. This is Josh24214 here, and today it's another Friday. You know what that means? We're doing another My Hero Academia chapter read through. And today we're going to be tackling chapter 224. Last week, that the Quirk Liberation Army just officially threw down the gauntlet to the League of Villains, and the League of Villains are in a stuck between two choices that either they go to war with the Quark Liberation Army or just die from the heroes. So let's continue on and let's do this read through. Today's chapter is 224, and the title of the chapter is called Resurrection Festival. And we just start off with a nice blue sky on the first page. He said to come to Adachi within the next hour. They're setting a limit knowing we have a transporter available in response to the Liberation Army's war. Onto by a satellite camera we've been marked. If they have the assets to pull that off, we're in checkmate. And we see the satellite way up in space in the second panel of the first page. I don't trust that satellite. Satellite. If you know anime or manga, there's always got to be some kind of deadly weapon attached to satellites, like a laser or a missile or something locked onto them. Cause I'm not sure if that's 100% true, and that satellite with the Feel Good Inc. Incorporation, so yeah, they probably may have a laser guided weapon or a missile thing. I'm keeping my eye on that thing. We haven't even finished taming the gorilla yet, so we cut back to the Earth with, so all that dialogue came from Mr. Compress. What should we do? And Dobby, Twice takes over the conversation. What is there to consider? Nothing. That inters that intensive like scarf intestine like scarf, those round sunglasses. Who else has such terrible taste? Garan Garan was the one who Garan was the one who gave me a place to belong. And we see like a little mini flashback to Twice and Garan first meeting. Like, hey, do you want to join? So page 4. No, not page 4. Page 2. Let's go save him right now. And Toga disagrees with the whole thing. They may have already killed him already. They may have been lying this whole time. She makes a good point. They never gave us any proof, after all. But the probability isn't zero as long as there's a slightest chance he's alive. We should go. And Mr. Compress joins in. You're telling us to charge in without any kind of plan. Calm down. You're always like that when it comes to your friends. So Twice wants to go all Leroy Jenkins and just go down to that city and probably die without a plan. And yeah, Mr. Compress is making a lot of sense. It's because and Twice continues his rant. It's because he's got nobody else, and his mask is starting to come off, and Shigaraki just yoinks the mask off, and Twice just freaks out because it's like his medication. Ah! I've got an idea. And Shigaragi's just turning on his communication device in his ear. Click. Doctor, have you been listening? And the doctor chimes in. Your guys' radio has certainly been popular recently. I'll split. To think that to think that the special that to think that the Quark Liberation Army is still alive. I was quite shocked myself. You guys are certainly stirring up activity in the underworld. And Mr. Compress comes in. I get it. We can use the high-end Nomu that Dobby was using. That's not happening. The other, yeah, that high-end Nomu is basically dead from Endeavor just toasting that thing away. The other children have not even reached their testing phase. If only Dobby hasn't failed to retrieve Hood-chan's body. So the thing, even the high end, had a name. Okay, now I'm still just calling it high end, okay? Without All for One around, production may have. Without All for One around, production has become much harder. What? What? So there are. So. What? So there are things you can't do either? It's alright. That wasn't what I was thinking of doing anyway. Then tell me. Then why did you call the doctor? How much. How much longer until that giant wakes up? Oh, you're talking about Giga. If nobody bothers him, in 2 hours and 35 minutes. Doctor, where's Dobby right now? Let's see. He's on the border between Maine and Shinna right now. He's in a good place, alright. I'll leave the transport to you. Let's go. And Spinner's like concerned, shocked at it. We're just charging in? We don't know if. We don't know anything. We don't know anything about the opponent, you know. How many times. How many are there? What. How many are there? What. What'll. What. What we. What'll. How many are there? What are we. What. What have we. How many are there? What will we do if they seriously have 110,000 people? This is bad. This is bad. And Twice is just like singing, rocking back and forth. After about a month of fighting, I can tell that thing isn't indestructible. It's got too much HP, and Spinner thinks about it, but yeah, he I think he gets the idea. Is that what you're planning? He can easily pinpoint Shigaraki no matter where he's hiding. We'll make Giga we'll make Giga a fight. Okay, what the frig is we'll make Giga fight them for us. Even even a giant like him would we'll make Giga fight them for us. Even a giant like him would get a bit tired from all that. And the Mad Doctor's just chiming in. He forgot to turn off the radio. That's cheating. What if it's. That's cheating. What if it was actually all a bluff? What then? Well, they're bad guys. They're bad guys. They cheat, they lie, they steal. It's just normal, man. They're evil. They do whatever they want. Then those dumbasses should just die. Are we really going? That's what I said, isn't it? And 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 Shigaraki puts the mask back on twice. Once I'm masked, I'm whole. I'll destroy it all. And we see a big landscape on page 6 of the entire town that's about to get crushed, destroyed, and burned by Giga once he wakes up. So basically, Shigaraki's plan is to let Giga, after 2 hours, if they survive 2.5 hours of this conflict, Giga's just going to come in and find Shigaraki no matter where he goes. And he's probably going to. And the Quark Liberation Army is just the fodder, just to weaken Giga for Shigaraki to eventually defeat him. And it's a good plan, but yeah, it is technically cheating, but they're bad guys. They can do whatever the hell they want. And Spinner, and we have a conversation with Spinner. This is the place, huh? Not too big, not too small. And Twice is just coming, chiming in. I love the atmosphere. It pisses me off. And 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 Mr. Compress finished the conversation. T minus 1 hour and 40 minutes until it wakes up. So in an hour and 40 minutes, Giga's going to come after them. It looks like we have to do some fighting ourselves before Giga shows up. Let's hope he makes it this. Let's hope he makes it. Let's hope he makes it. This could get pretty rough, perhaps. And Dobby chimes in, "Man, why did I get dragged into this?" And Twice just whips him with his measuring tape. You were introduced to the league by Garan too, weren't you? Why does that matter? Bastard! And Twi and Toga notice something. Something's coming, and everybody and all the villains just get ready. And we see the person coming for them. Stop. I've been sent here as your guide. One. And Spinner's just shocked at the sight he sees. A hero? One I don't know. And on page 8, remember the guy, remember the Captain Marvel look-alike? Slide? Yeah, he's actually working for the he's actually working for the Liberation Army. So the for those other for the others who's reading the manga and thinks that Slide was involved and he was kind of shady, good point. Didn't think about it. If you like to talk with the leaders of the Liberation Army, come with me. And on the ninth page, we just get multiple shots of looking around the city, and all the members of the League of Villains just walking along while Slide and Ghost just like sliding. Of course, that's probably his quirk, just slide. And Mr. Compress just chimes in, there's nobody here, and we just still get multiple shots. We do get to see one other hero, and Shigaraki's saying, I see now, this entire city. And Slide interrupts, I'm usually in charge of a different area, but today is special. It is it is as you it is as you suspect. This is Deika City. 90% 90% of the residents here, heroes included, are soldiers in the Liberation Army. It is a liberated area, so to speak. And we see two of the generals of Destro coming in. A hearty welcome to our distinguished travelers from afar. Today is the Today is a day that will go down in history, and you all are guests of honor. Now then, shall we begin? The the Quirk Liberation Army's Resurrection Festival. And the whole entire town just swarms in just out of nowhere and just getting ready to fight for the Liberation Army. Ain't that the leader of the Shinkuru party? Someone's that someone's that important? He might actually have 110,000 people behind him. That doesn't matter. We came so That doesn't matter. We came. So where's Garan? And that was twice interrupting. And one of the lieutenants. If you're looking for the broker, he's with the supreme leader waiting up in that tower. And twice continues. You said you return him. If we came, you damn greaser. And we see multiple shots of cameras like the CTV cameras. So I guess that Destro is watching all this madness from his tower. And Shigaragi's just like, so this guy's the mid boss, huh? Still with your video game references. And yeah, the whole town's just going a dog pile on Shigaraki Tomura. And on page 12, yeah, two idiots try and take down Shigaraki. He just instantly disintegrates him with his hands. So yeah.
Double kill!
Yeah, he did that. For now, let's head to for now, let's head for the tower. And Toga's just gone on her own. If that's the case, that's my speciality. And then boom! An explosion went off. Gah! The ground exploded. The perp, and the female henchwoman of, and we see the female publisher from 2 weeks ago comes into the frame, and the preparations of the perpetrator of the chain of death by blood loss incidents, Toga Himiko, correct? The high school girl's descent into madness. A shocking interview with the girl herself. Would you like to participate? And she's doing the classic camera. And Toga's not taking any of this. Nope. An interview request rejected. Chapter 224 end. So, yeah, the fight is on, so the gang war is pretty much on. And I think next chapter we're getting an old classic. You know what I'm gonna say. We're gonna have a girl-on-girl action here.
Cat fight!
So yeah, we're gonna have ourselves a bit of a cat fight, hopefully next week. I hope. So yeah, this has been a crazy chapter, and hopefully Shigaraki's plan does work perfectly with having... So these guys have to survive an hour and 40 minutes until Giga just basically bitch stomps the entire town just to do it. Just to kill Shigaraki. Oh, this is gonna get bloody when that happens. It's gonna get bloody. Unless that satellite at the beginning has like a laser or a missile guided thing. Because you know that's gonna happen. Either that's gonna happen or it's not gonna happen, or I'm just wrong. So I hope you all enjoyed this chapter, and I'll see you on chapter 225 for a cat fight. So yeah, until then, have a good day. See you next time.